Hello, everyone, and welcome to the stream. This is Otaku Showboat, and yeah, things are awful. Things are bad-ish. My computer needed to be restarted, and that means that I had to get everything back up and running that usually is already up and running. So there we go. It would help if VST host was on and up and running so that I could actually talk, and it would help that my desktop audio wasn't muted at the very beginning so people could actually hear when I start the Factorio music at the very beginning. Yeah, that would help. That would help quite a lot. And hopefully I sound okay and all of that. Hopefully I look somewhat okay. I'm probably a little bit on the white side. Hello, Ave. Hello and welcome. I'm probably a little bit on like the bluer white side because, well, for some reason my webcam, my Logitech webcam, anytime the computer restarts, loses the white balance settings. It like completely resets the white balance settings. Yes, Factorio, I did get the Singularity tech cards in the most recent video that went up. The next video that's going live, in that it's not really so much that I'm blue, it's more like gray, but yeah, it's just the white balance. I have to switch to here and do properties and do configure video. We can go back to this, and then I can do this, and it can look a little bit, just a slight nudge. Just a slight nudge. You have to calibrate with a piece of paper. Well, a piece of paper. You see the with a piece of paper that will look really bright because I have bright lights on it. It's like that gets to be so bright that it does awful things. It's like, do I reduce gain and brightness and all that? There's a sheet of paper that looks, I don't know, white-ish. There. Now I'm dark and contrasty because of all of this, and it's like, oh, it changes the everything. Then you have to adjust the green screen again, and you have to go through and you have to do the white balance again, and you have it's just blah. It's just blah. Blah. Where's that slider? That. It was more gain. There. That should look a slightly bit better. Slightly. Ever so slightly. But anyway, yeah, you mentioned Factorio. That it's going. It's progressing. And I have the Singularity Science, and the video that's going to be the next video that goes live in that series is not much actual progress. The kittens are playing behind me. The kittens, they're playing. Also, I've got a hole. Can you see the hole? I've got a hole from kitten ripping a hole in my green screen. I've also got like other little rips from the kittens. Yeah, so I didn't get much done in the next video, and it's like close to an hour long. It's over 50 minutes long on the next Factorio video. But I do manage to get singularity beacons crafting in this next episode. So there's that. The insanity of the Factorio singularity beacons is quickly going to be upon us as I do loads of things. Also, Spidertron. Spidertron may exist soon. Very, very soon. For reasons. There may be a reason. There may be a reason why I set up the Spidertron. Also, my audio is like going all the way up into the red, and I don't know why. It wasn't doing that before. Oh, I think I know why. It might be because stuff changed. Stuff probably got modified. I don't know. Let's kick that a little bit lower. That should be a bit better for the overall output. Apparently, I am now live. Thank you, YouTube, for telling me that I am now live. Am I limited monetization? Am I limited right now? I think I may. Let's check. I am not yet. We shall see. We shall see. Let's get into Space Angels. That sounds good. Space Angels. Let's play the ABX playthrough. What did we do last time? Where did I leave off? Well, last time I set up plastic as the main thing. Also streaming today in 4500 megabits as per last time, and I have 463 dropped frames from the beginning of the stream. It looks to be somewhat stable today, but yeah, I think Cox is just throttling my entire neighborhood's upload rate for some reason. As it turns out, there are articles from this past, I think, June, of reports of my internet provider, Cox, doing exactly this, throttling the upload rate of entire neighborhoods because of one person uploading too much. So instead of throttling the one person, they throttle the entire neighborhood. Yeah. It's bull. Complete and total, utter bull. As the cats have a really good time destroying the chair that's behind me. Behind the green screen. They are running and chasing, and oh gosh, so much energy. So yeah, that I think is what's happening with my upload rate lately, is just Cox is likely just throttling the entire neighborhood because someone is being naughty and is doing stuff that they shouldn't be doing. They're supposed to be banning people for doing stuff that they aren't supposed to be doing. Completely. That, like, Cox got judgment against them because they weren't doing that. Like, the illegal activities, after so many notices, they're supposed to terminate service, and they have not been. They had not been, anyway, and they have to pay, or have paid at this point, several millions of dollars. Because they didn't do what they said they were going to do, and ban people for doing things, illegal things, many, many times. With notices and all that, so yeah. Cox is not good. Can we just make that completely clear? And I think the only way around the throttling, like neighborhood throttling, would be if I were to switch the internet service to business internet service. And as it turns out, Cox business internet in my area does not have particularly fast upload rates. Yeah. I can get a 50 megabit download with a 10 megabit upload for $50 a month for 6 months with a 1-month agreement as their lowest option. What does it go to after 6 months? I have no idea. It could double in price, but they don't tell you what the price would be after that 6 months. The next tier up, their apparently most popular for the business internet, is their Business Internet 100. Most popular speed with 100 megabits download. That's 3 times lower than what we currently have on the residential service, with up to 20 megabits upload for $64.99 a month for 2 years. After that, who knows? Who knows what it goes up to after 2 years at $64.99. The next one up is the 300, which is 300 megabit down, 30 megabit up. Yeah, and that's 110 per month. For 2 years. And then they have one that's like 145 per month at the 500 megabits, and then apparently they have a gigabit service, but they don't tell you the price on that for some reason. But me, I look at the upload rate and I'm like, okay, I need to maintain, ideally, a 10, so that Business 100 actually looks reasonable and is actually lower price than the current residential service that we're paying for. It's actually lower price than the current residential service we're paying for, but... And it says up to 10 users at once. I don't know what that... It's like ideal for 10 users at once. There's 25 security suite licenses. I have no idea what that means. But anyway, that's enough about that. I'm considering trying to switch over to maybe something like that for hopefully a bit better upload service. Like if we could maintain our upload rates, because I have to do that because this is my business, that would be great. And if I could actually stream at 10 megabits up, a 1080p 60 frames per second stream at 10 megabits up, that would be most ideal. Because right now I'm at 1080 30 at 4500 kilobits or 4.5 megabits, and it's not the greatest. It's not great. My pre-recorded videos are 1080p 30 at 10 megabits, and you can see what the quality of those are like. Who knows, maybe even go higher than 10 megabits, maybe go 15 at 60. Get that 20 megabit upload. If it actually ends up being 20 megabit on the upload, then it would be worth it. But this is the kind of thing where it's like, I would like to pay for that every month, but do I make that every month? Technically, but then I can't live. I already can't live. Like I need to live first. Right? And then I can put money towards this stuff recurring every month. That would be great. That would be most ideal. Most ideal. Anyway, so today's going to be the electronic circuit boards as the goal. I'm pretty sure we did all this other stuff last time with the production of sodium hydroxide and ferrochloric solution. This stuff, ferric chloride solution, excuse me. We got that, we got everything else that we need, pretty much. I need this guy listed out. And I need that guy listed out. And I need these guys listed out, of course. And I have tin coils for this. It's a shame, though, that this uses copper plates. And I need resin plus wood. Resin is wood. Like, can we make that clear? It's like resin... Resin is wood. Right? Yeah. Resin is wood. It's a lot of wood. But still. Resin is wood. 4 resin out of liquid resin, urea, and formaldehyde. Is that reasonable to do at this phase of the game? Is that reasonable? CO2 should be freaking super easy, yeah. That ammonia, though, may need... Oh. Okay, it's just red catalysts. I can do red catalysts. I'm like, if I need blue catalysts, that's a different story. If I need green, again, that's a different story. That's green. And that's required. So, if I were to attempt to do resin out of, like, the liquid resin that I have access to, technically, I would need aluminium and silver, and unfortunately silver, I can't do the individual ore sorting for because I need the next level of science to unlock it, and it's a whole bunch of hybrid catalysts plus the next level of refining of our ores, of our angel ores, and I don't have that right now. In the alternative, we are not doing anything with crotinium chunks right now. I could do the individual ore sorting for crotinium chunks and get some silver out of it. But then what the hell do I do with the copper and the iron and the lead and the... Well, I can deal with the slag, it's just, what do I do with copper, iron, and lead? Right? It would just sit there and do nothing, and eventually it would back up because Angels does not have a solid voiding infrastructure, and it is like that on purpose. There's a fluid and a gas void, but there is no solid void, which, you know, even Factorio has a solid void in the Crusher. The Pie Suite has a solid void in the Burner, but Angels / Bobs, it doesn't have a solid void, which makes things too frustrating to manage. I think even if there was a solid void, I would still want to do the individual ore sorting anyway, but I would have to look and see if that's even remotely viable. So, yeah, all of this can't really happen. How much wood am I making? And anyone remember offhand, like, what was my wood build? Was it 15? My wood build was 15 per second net output. I was considering moving this entire thing so that I could do a better intersection here, a higher throughput intersection. Am I really going to need it long term? Maybe. Maybe. We shall see. Blah. Yes, blah. Blah 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 blah. Let's just scale this. I'll leave it and scale it. And how am I going to scale it? I'm going to scale it by building another one right next door. Ta-da! As this is going to need a lot of wood for just 5 of these circuit boards. Electronic circuit boards. Am I producing stuff? Greenhouses. Yes, I am. Good! I like, hey, take those things out of my trash slots. That'd be great. Let's go. That's not... Am I not doing glass? No. That would be useful if my mall were to have glass brought to it. I embiggened, to use Quill 18's word, my mall a little bit, my train stations for my mall, and I didn't actually assign stuff. Glass. Yes, glass. Bring me glass. I like glass. Glass is pretty good to have. Where is glass in this list? Glass there. In what? I never made glass. I never actually made glass. Did I? No. I made the monosilicon. I never made the glass. Whoops. Oh well. Do I want to take the time and do that right the heck now? Nah? No. No, not when I know that I have more glass. Like, I have glass I can use to make the greenhouses I need. I only need it to make these greenhouses for this build. For this expansion of this build. So I don't see the point in going over and setting up that factory quite yet. Because right over here, this chest is full with glass, and I can just grab a bunch of glass and make greenhouses out of it. Okay. And just throw the glass into trash slots, and my buddies will be able to take it all away and deliver it to where it needs to be delivered. Thank you, robots, for doing your job. That will mean I have the stuff that I need going forward. Glass itself, just so we're aware and clear on this, I'm going to need it to get into my modules via petri dishes. Why do you need petri dishes to get into modules? Because, well, as it turns out, you've got all this stupid crystal shard stuff that goes into all of the stupid thingies, logic boards and stuff. It all ends up in circuits in the end from these crystal shards. Thank you. Thank you, King Arthur. I blame you for all of that. I will always blame you. I don't think that these level 2 solar panels are used for anything, but I think the level 3s get used up here. There are 32 greenhouses in the car, yes. So 20, 40, 60, 72. I have enough. I have enough for my build. Huzzah. I need to grab these. I need to grab additional inserters. I'll need to upgrade my inserters. I'll need to get the base wood. I need to get rid of these electrolyzers. Let's see, I need inserters, filter stacks, maybe? Did I use filters? I don't know. I don't remember. I do not remember. What do I have down here? Yes, I use filter stacks in here for the outputs of the actual wood. Then this is regulars. These are yellows. I'm gonna just upgrade planner those yellows if I can. Get rid of the oil cracking and all that stuff. Give me an upgrade. Oh, I have an upgrade planner already in here. I can use exactly this. This is what I want. Hey, this is what I want. Do that. And do that while I'm here. Grab all of that. May need more loaders. There. Off we go! I can fill the car with more stuff if I really needed to. All that being said, even though I am scaling up this wood production up to 30 per second, I'm not going to continue, like, later phase of the game using this wood. I'm not going to be using this wood for resin, because there are better liquid resin recipes that I will be using. Okay, there's all of that. Oh yeah, I need to upgrade the belt. Obviously, the belt needs to be upgraded to red. We need the belt to be the color of red, not yellow. Up, up, and away. So, as a reminder, folks, I am now at 1,900, no, I wish, 1,099 YouTube subscribers. So we are one subscriber on YouTube away. If I check this, yes, one away, 1,099 from being at 1,100 YouTube subscribers. Now, how long has this taken? I don't remember. I think it was, what, August? Was it August when I hit the 1,000? When did I begin the Factorio series? When did I begin Factorio? Part 1. Excuse me. Factorio Part 1. That was published on September 3rd, so yeah, it was late August, I think, when I hit the 1,000 subscribers. So August, September, October, like 2.5 months for 100? That's, I think, the fastest 100 I've had. Ever. That's quite possibly the fastest 100 subscribers on my channel thus far. So thank you all for the wonderful support and the subscribing and all that good stuff following. Now I want to change these to these and these to these and these to these and these to these. That would be much appreciated. Let's go. Do I have enough for all of this? Probably not, especially the underground belt, but we shall see how things go. Theoretically, I'm supposed to also get a, like, alert when someone subscribes to my channel here while streaming. There should be something. I don't know if it works right now. But, like, if one has public subscriptions, there should be a notice that goes out. Also, there's this great big blue join button down below the video that you can turn gray for me. Become an erudite otaku for a whole of $2 US, or regional equivalent. $1.99 recurring every month to help support. Help support. You get emotes. You get thanked every month. You get your name shouted out. You get your name on a train station in my base. You get your name on name list. All that good stuff. I mean, I can do that, and it's equivalent. Completely equivalent. Ta-da! Da-da-da-da-da. Wood. There. Oh. What? There you go. That should kickstart everything. There. Be free. Be free. Go, go, go. Do the stuff. And also, as a reminder, there's a whole bunch of other social type things that can be done below this stream. Hitting that like button would definitely help more eyes see this video while I'm streaming and afterwards with the VOD. That would be great. Very much appreciated. I have 4,383 drop frames. Thank you, Cox. Thank you, Cox Internet Service. Thank you so much. As the frames continue to drop. Wow. Yeah. Screw you, Cox. Can't even do a 4,500 megabit or kilobit upload rate. Can't even do 4,500. Again, I would really love to be able to actively change my data rate while streaming, but you can't. You can't actually do that. For some reason. I think that's one thing that Twitch has over other stuff. It's Cox, not Comcast. Sadly. Slash whatever you want to call it. It's not Comcast. It is Cox. Oh, Cox. I hate you sometimes. This is why I talked about going into the business class internet, even if it would downgrade my download rate a bit. I think it may be necessary at this point to maintain a stable upload rate, but we shall see. We shall see. That's something I need to investigate. I don't even know if they really offer it. Like, if they would give a residential address the business grade internet. Even though this is a business, like, we technically have 2 right now businesses in this household with business licenses listing this address as the business address. That's for me and that's for my mother. Because my mother is a singer. Well, for hire type contract stuff singing. She hasn't actually sung in a while. A good while. She was doing chorus work for a church. She was a church singer in the chorus, but with the pandemic, that went flying out the window, of course. But that actually counts because the church counts their chorus singers as 1099 contract workers, even though it's a recurring gig every Sunday, most Sundays, and others like special religious holidays and things. Let's see. I need belt and undergrounds and all that good stuff. Belt, give belt, please. Give undergrounds, and that. Once all this starts really cycling, which it looks like it has, it all goes in there. Yellow belt is 30 per second. Just so we're all aware. Yellow belt is 30 per second. This will all back up and it'll be fine. Red belt is more overkill than anything else. I need stuffs at this point. I need to make sure that I have stuffs so I can do this stuffs. Alright. This train station / this factory. What do I want this to look like? That is the question. Huh? What? Oh. That does need to have that. Well. Interesting. I don't need to really look at this, and I don't really need to look at that either, because we're making this ferric chloride solution. I do not need it on site. So that can go under there, because this gets used in the final step. This needs to be on everything, for one. And then anything that can use these should use these where possible. Looks like that's the entire thing except for the production of the silicon wafers from monosilicon. So this is more accurate as to our actual build. Now, how many factories is this really gonna end up being? I don't know. Because some of this is used for modules as well. If we look at the phenolic boards, these get used in module main boards as well as basic module boards. In fact, the basic module boards and the circuit boards have the exact same requirements, as well as the module main boards. All three of these have the exact same recipe. Now, phenolic boards are wood. That's it. They're made out of wood. It's wood in, phenolic boards out. You're done. I need to make bioprocessors. I need to be sure that I have those on me to actually do that. I could make and provide all three of these in one factory and just have all three of them as outputs. It's pretty easy to control the production of all three of these. There's no there's no like byproduct stuff that we're trying to deal with. I don't like doing three things at the same time, but in this case, these all share the same 4 input ingredients. So I'm thinking this is going to be a factory taking copper, tin, phenolics, and ferric chloride and making all three and providing all three onto the network. I say that fully aware that modules are going to be a build in and of themselves. It's gonna be a build. But part of me just wants to dodge having to do 4 input stations that are identical in 2 different locations. Like, I'd rather have the 3 output stations with these 4 input stations than have 3 separate factories, or even just 2 separate factories. One for the circuit boards and one for the modules that has 4 extra input stations on it. I save 1 station. At least. Depending on how I do it. So, that's my decision for that. The rest of this will be the another factory entirely. And that's going to need... Oh, come on, Notepad++, really? Really? So I mentioned how I had restarted my computer. I restarted my computer because it was glitching the F out, which means I had to do a full, like, power off, not shut down, but power off, and it's screwed everything, apparently. None of my open tabs on Notepad++ are open right now. Like, none of the documents I had open in Notepad++ are now open, and all of the customization settings to make it not blindingly white are gone. Completely. It's dead. I'd have to fix that at some point. Just the whole... All the styles are just gone. Gone. It's gone. Give me something. What was it? I forget what it was entirely. Was it deep black? I guess. Also zoomed in. Yeah, it just dropped it and didn't... You would think it would still have the previous temp files, though. I guess I deleted my temp folder at some point. Oh well. Oh well, but anyway. Notes. Inputs. So the boards, the CB factory. I need that a little bit bigger text. Embiggen that text, thank you kindly. I need this to be wood, copper, tin. Oh god, and it has the stupid autocomplete on. It's like, no, I just want to type. I don't want you to autocomplete. Please, no, stop! I hate that autocomplete. Like, completely. I'm, like, majority of the time I'm not coding. So it's like, please, stop. No. Then the actual electronic circuit boards are going to need the circuit boards. Oh my gosh. It's like, oh, the circuit boards. You want to autocomplete this, right? No. No, I don't. Why do I have to hit enter twice for it to not autocomplete? Stop. Plastic. Tinned coils. Carbon. Monosilicon. And solder coils. Right, that's another thing, is I need to uncoil solder coils as well. And that, I think, is it. Solder circuit boards, monosilicon, tinned coils, plastic, and carbon on that factory. So that's 1, 2, 3, 6 inputs, 1 output. The other factory is 4 inputs, 1 output, and one of those inputs is a fluid. I'm going to go ahead and pin 3 outputs, actually. Get that pin, get the wonderful stuff for those factories. I need all of them. What about these bioprocessors? Am I even making bioprocessors in here? Probably not. I know I have one that I likely just handcrafted so that I could have resin locally for whatever used resin that I needed. Where even is... Right, the bioprocessor is, like, hidden here. There you are. Enjoy! Make me bioprocessors. Thanks. I need 8 of them. Just gonna double check that I'm not actually making this elsewhere. Yeah, I'm not making it elsewhere. So there we go. Have a faster inserter. Thanks. Oh, that's steel gear wheels? Great. Fantastic. I needs it. I needs them. I needs these things. Thank you for 2 of 8. Now I'm gonna go ahead and plan out where I'm gonna build this now. Where am I gonna build this? As I have 5,762 drop frames. Great. Wonderful. Magnificent. I'm gonna make this a T intersection, or just have a like U-turn point there, I think. I don't think I'm gonna go down, cross over this rubite there. So I've got space in here and down below. I think that's a good spot. In the alternative, I can continue building downwards. Look at all this for this base. This is just huge, huge-ish. This I've got a little base, little bit of base right now. As I continue doing stuff and things. Yeah, I think right in here is where I'm gonna go. I need 2 factories, right? So, what's that gap? Guess the better question is, what's this gap? So I can maintain some level of symmetry. These are going to need a lot of input stations, so I'm going to put them in here. One is here, one is here. Yes, they're next to each other, I know. I know, it's like, what's the point of having a train deliver next door, but future-proofing. Because the circuit board itself, circuit boards, look at all the things that circuit boards get used for, besides electronic circuit boards. Look at this beautiful stuff. Beautiful, glorious stuff that these get used for. Yes, robots. When you build robots, you need the brains, and the brains need circuit boards. Isn't that an identical recipe to the electronic circuit board? That it is. Wonderful. What about the level 2? It's just different amounts on the level 2. Wonderful! Well, this train station's gonna get embiggened greatly. Now, isn't it? Because why bother doing these elsewhere if I can do them where I'm doing my circuit boards? It's like these are near enough identical, different solder amounts, but and different like component amounts and transistor amounts, but yeah, same stuff. Same stuff. Yes, finally decent robots once I get into blue science. Anyway, by now I should have those bioprocessors. Hello. Glorious bioprocessors. And let's go. Let's build the builds. The factories. Try not to get hit by a train on the way. That would be sad. Just as sad as losing my car in Factorio. Which may or may not have happened a second time. Cough, cough. I may or may not have lost my car again. In the Factorio playthrough. In the next episode. Where I build a Spidertron. Yeah. Anyway. I was deeply disappointed by the Spidertron, by the way. In its speed. It's real slow. It's real slow. Super slow. It's like, oh god, it's frustratingly slow. It's like, yes, it's immune to getting hit by a train, but it's slow. Like, have you seen how fast some spiders can move? This is real slow. It feels like. So if you've ever watched the movie Wild Wild West with Will Smith, yeah, it feels that excruciatingly slow. Because yes, there is a movie with giant mechanical spider set in the Wild West with Will Smith. Yeah, it's like, oh, I can tell someone liked watching Wild Wild West. Yeah, so I got level 2 exoskeleton. I got one level 2 exoskeleton, and I literally run faster than the Spidertron. It's like, I walk faster than this. It's like, I walk faster than this. It's been so long since I've seen that movie, by the way. I don't remember much. And I'm notoriously awful with names. The literal only name that I know from that movie is Will Smith. I don't pay attention to actor names much. Well, this is going to be the first of the factories built on this side. It needs a fluid input, and it needs 3 supply stations. Ah, boy. That's spacing? Trying to eyeball. I think that's the spacing. Hello? Ta-da? 10. Nope! That was not the spacing. That was absolutely not the spacing. That's better. Better, not the best. But we are okay with better around here. Oh god, I need more power poles. Oh, hey, I have a whole bunch of these in my car. Good to know that I have a whole bunch of these in my car. It's like I forget I have stuff at times. All the time. That's 2 inputs. I need 4. And 1 is the fluid input. So I'm just going to grab that sticker there. Stick that one there. Stick that there. That there. I don't have any more. Oh, I apparently have some things. I will get rid of that. Take that across. Grab. Get rid of all this superfluous junk. It's always a pain in the rear end. Dealing with those little, tiny single segments of things. Oh, hey, it would be nice if I had actual stations there. Let's see. Where do I have a fluid input? Ah, yes, the irony as well as of having the ferric chloride solution, whatever, FCS. This solution being made right next door to the place that requires it. Yes, everything within piping distance, belting distance, whatever. For the scaling purposes. Okay, someone in here, down here, needs stuff. And that would be you. I will take you and do that. Ta-da! Ish. There we go. This is going to request FCS at EB's EB1. Electronic boards. Circuit boards. Circuit boards. Yes, CB1. Request wood at CB1. Supply module board 1. What was it all again? The basic module board and the module main board. MMB. BMB1. Supply BMB. And supply CB1 circuit board. This is going to request iron at CB1. Request copper at CB1. Copper plate. Iron plates. There. Ta-da! Stations. Depot CB1. Depot module main board 1. And depot basic module board 1. Whoops. Get rid of that tilde. Tilde! Okay, iron plates. Copper plates. Meow. Hello. The dolly has arrived. Hello. Hi. You came running up to see me? You came running up? Yes. Yes, my dolly. Yes, yes, my sweet. Yes, say hello. Yes, my dolly. Hi. There, you can be on the side. Yeah, brr. Yes. How's that, dolly? Okay. I have no plates. Really? No plates? Well, already then. Let's go and get stuff. More power poles are required. Let's go get them. Sounds like play is happening between the kittens behind me. Hi. Hello, Ollie. How are you doing? How is that all? Don't get hit by train, please. Whoopsies. Distracted by kitten. Distracted by the kitten. Hi, Ollie. What are you doing to your sister? Making her complain? What are you doing to your sister? Oh, I hear her. What's she doing? What's she doing, Ollie? What's she doing? She's running around, playing. Did you eat? They must have. Oh. Ah, yes. Let's play the game of one cat on each side of the green screen, pawing at each other at the mystery motion. Let's play that game where they push each other into the, or push themselves into the green screen, trying to get at the other motion and make more holes and rips and tears. Just, you know, sort of like the rip and tear, the little tear I have in here now on the green screen. I've got a there's a hole here now. As I get pawed, as I get a paw for doing that. Hi. Cat on chair on the other side of the screen saw me putting my finger through that hole, and they attacked. They went after it. Oh boy. Oh boy. I'm here for what now? Electric poles. That's why I came back to the mall. Nah, it's fine. Get rid of that. Give that. And get rid of that. Get rid of that, 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 that. And then I will need additional inserters here. I need fuel. Fuel for trains is always appreciated. Might need a few more than that. Alright, let's head back. Keep building. Start the actual factory. Yes, I have a tech here that's not moving. I realize this. I have all of the techs that I can currently take. And the first tech that I want when I get into Blue Science is oil steam cracking 2, so I can deal with the oil residuals that will come from this. Well, that I'm currently accruing and has, I think at this point, stopped my production because I am fully backed up with oil residuals now. It's just stopping everything. But of what I've produced, I have enough plastic to get enough science to get enough for this tech, and I can deal with the stuff after that. Up and over we go, we go. We should have our plates by now, I would hope. We got the copper plates, not the iron. I'm a little sad. What happened to our iron? I need the iron. The iron. Must have my iron. Okay, let's get the solution. Where was that solution again? Which tab? Let's play Hunt the Tab. Was it in here somewhere? Ferric chloride, or was it here? Here? No. Here? Yes. Ferric chloride solution. Ferric chloride. And then you are wood. Just wood. What tab is the wood? Here. Bring the wood. Ah, good, we have the iron now. Hello, kitten? At my feet? Would you not? Pull the cord? Ollie? Ollie? Ollie looking at me with those yellow eyes? Yes. Yes, he is playful. He just jumped at the green screen. He just leaped at the green screen. Like, would you not? Would you please not? I think I'm going to share. Sharing belt. Alright, and then you will just be the full thingy, because we need so much of you. Well, first thing is first, I have built this on the wrong side. Joy. Joyousness. What can I do? Gib car some of that, and I can just clean that up for me, please. It's like, oh, I have successfully built the belt the wrong direction. Yeah. There you go. Mostly correct. Now, over here. All the way down here is where I will begin with my 8 bioprocessors. So, 3.33. Stack size 4, 864. Can it do 3.3? I'm pretty sure that the answer to that is yes, it can. Not worried about the output, though. Not worried in the slightest about the output. Here's the wood input line. La dee da, from all the way up here. There we go. Enjoy the wood! We've actually got plenty of time to do this build. Because we are about, 18 minutes from our break. From the regularly scheduled break time. Okay, resin is happening, and it does appear as if the stack inserters are more than capable. More than capable. Alright, I need 2 of these. Ooh, can it do 5? Or, no, it doesn't need to do 5. It needs to do 5 total. Make phenolics. And, yeah, this should be okay as is. Beautiful phenolics. And then... Holy god, that's a lot. So... 25. 20... Oh. Thank you, Helmod. So it's because of the fluid input. It can't do the fluid input until this building. So it needs to be this building, and that's not nice. It's not nice at all. Not in the slightest. Because I don't have enough buildings! Vehicle! I didn't happen to put any assembling machine 2s in you, right? Nope. Time to get some more from the mall. So I don't have those reds because I need these circuits to make the reds. That's the kicker here. It's like I can't make these until I get the circuit boards. And then you can immediately switch over once you have them. But you need to get them first. It sucks. Okay. Not the complete end of the world, but I do need to restock here. Where even do I have? Where are yellows? Here. Here! Alright, bot. Pick up the thing. Thank you. Grab those. Those. Yay. We're good now. While I'm here, anything else pressing that I need? Could use some cargo wagons. Other than that, I think I'm fine. Doesn't look like there's any pressing needs. Yeah, we're fine. Chain signals are a little low. What about the... yes, request and supply stations, just train stations. Shove these in the car. And away we go. I'll at least finish this part of the build today, but we'll see about the rest. I'm not going to actually build out the, like, module mainboards setup, and the basic module board setup until I get the actual circuit boards here, the electronic circuit boards, because I would rather build with those red level of electronic assemblers. And I'm not even remotely close to even making the circuits anyway. Why should I bother setting that up now, besides just having a buffer of those specific items in the meanwhile? Okay, this build will look a little different. Where here, this... So, 34. 12, 14, 16, 18, 20. So this will be 2 lines of 17. I think I clip off that. And there's your 34. Central output belt. This should work. Famous last words. This should work. Alright. Belt to the belt. Then all the inserters and all the other stuff along the way. This will go this way. This will go that way. This is that shared belt on the iron and copper plates. Inserters need to insert. Also, power needs to power. LL or LL. And I'll just copy this and paste it down the line until we get to here, and then just do that. Oops. Da ba da da. Just one of those whoopsies. Need that on both sides, thanks. There we go. Power! Let's try to get this to be somewhat decent in how it looks. It's a shame that it doesn't have that extra length. I have mentioned that I could just make the next level of power pole if I just made zinc for brass, but oh well. Up we go. Haven't done the zinc for brass yet. It is necessary. Last one is missing an output inserter. Yes, it is. On the top. And I need to... Oh, that's tin, not iron. Oh boy. Now that's a mistake and a half. No one noticed I was bringing iron instead of tin? Whoopsies. It looked like iron to me. Just bring tin, take the iron out. That's gonna be fun dealing with. Take all that, go all the way. Down the whole belt. Hello, autosave. Thank you for that. I did not notice that this was tin. Not in the slightest. Why is it copper and tin plates when it should realistically be tinned wire? Like, why is it... Is it just because they want an even amount of both? Because tinned copper wire, or tinned wire coil for tinned wire, yeah, that stuff, that's your tin and copper. Like, seriously. That's your tin and copper. Why can't it just be that? Instead, I don't know. I do not know. But oh well. That's that fixed, and there's the tin. It's like, oh yeah, I should have way more tin than I do iron. At the moment. Because a lot of my production is going into steel rather than iron, and other stuff that uses the steel ingots. Just, you know, it's just how it is. A lot of this iron ingot production is apparently not even getting fully processed. What? 33k each? Huh. Like, gib my iron. Oh, really? I actually have... Oh. At TS? What's TS? TS is... R iron at TS1. Could you go... There are iron at TS1. Like, I need to go to. There's circuit network, logistic network, and other stuff, but where is this? TS is... I'm trying to think. What? What? The hell is TS? Ah, here. Transport science. That's what it is. Transport science. Okay. Now I know. Just add the solution. We'll do that so I can do this. How close is this? Not good. pump. Go, 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 ferric chloride solution! Did we really actually manage to do this before the break? We have greater than 0! Greater than 0! Huzzah! We've got circuit boards. The circuit boards exist now in the base. Yay. Huzzah! Spam that non-zero if you feel like it. That emote, if you remember. All of my wonderful erudite otakus who have access to the non-zero emote. Now is the time. This is the time for the non-zero. The greater than the 0. Okay, what was I doing? Train. Loco. Motive. Probably limited to just one wagon, actually. Each. What's the production here on this? 5. Yeah. 5 at a stack size 200. I could do more. Not going to though. Hello, CB. Supply. Depot. Full cargo. Circuit condition. Auto magically. Do the CB. Here. Circuit board. Circuit board. Depot. Circuit board 1. And that is circuit boards. Finished. Now, to go right next door, to begin the process of building out the train station for the electronic circuit boards, the ECBs. I'm apparently out of unloaders. That is sad. I have to go restock at my mall again. I was like, I'm pretty sure I looked up what I was missing, and sure enough, there's always something. There's always something missing. Without fail, and we are like less than 1 minute from the regularly scheduled break. So once I get this rail here placed, that alarm should be going off right now. There's my alarm signaling that it is the halfway point of today's stream. It is time to take a brief few minutes to get up and stretch the legs and all of that. I would like to thank you all for watching. I'll be back in a few minutes. Be sure to do all the social stuff below the video, etc., etc. Turn that blue join button gray if you would be so kind, so I can have more emote slots and stuff available to people. And I will be back in a few minutes. And I've returned. Welcome back. We have many dropped frames today, for which I do apologize, but that's just the state of my internet service lately. I am streaming at 4,500 kilobits per second, and we're paying for having an upload rate service of, like, I don't even know anymore, 15, 20-ish megabits, 25, I forget exactly. Way more than what I'm getting right now, but that's just how it's been. They appear to be throttling the neighborhood. I don't know if they're throttling me specifically. I don't know why it would be, because, well, streaming is streaming, and it's not like we're using our data limit for the month or bandwidth limitation. So, yeah, about that. 10,878 dropped frames over the course of the stream today, which is 6.3%. That is 6.3% too much. Much too much. Well, we've just finished setting up the circuit boards. Now it is time to head back to the mall to get a few more bulk rail unloaders to have on hand so that I can finish this particular station. I need to keep expanding this particular station, which is why I need even more. I'm not as worried about just missing 2, but I'm not just missing 2, I'm missing a lot more than that. This is going to be a biggin. A biggin! As I effortlessly dodge my trains. Oh boy. One of these days, we're going to lose the car again. Eventually, the car will die again, but we shall see how long it takes. Okay, I'm here. Let's get those bulk rail unloaders. Yes, I've got stuff in trash slots to get rid of as well. May as well restock just in general with more belt. I like holding at least 1,000 units of belt on me at any given time. And more inserters are always good, at least 100 units of inserters. Not those inserters, though. The one next door, those inserters. And then the bulk unloaders. May as well grab loaders while I'm at it. That should be grand and glorious. Little low on the pumps. Half a stack on the pumps right now, but I think I'm okay. Take those, and those, and those. What can I say is something that I need tons and tons and tons more of right now? I don't think there's really anything that I need absolute tons of right at this very moment in time. In fact, I can delete that entirely. free up a spot. Not for this current build. Go ahead and get this pin back up now. And maybe even update this to no longer include that stuff. So the rest of this build is this here. I should be able to do all this in the electronics machines. I should be able to. I better be able to. Let's put it that way. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 input stations. 6 glorious input stations. All this just to make 5 of my favorite circuit boards. My favorite looking of the shiny graphics circuits. Because yes, I have shinies installed, I have artisanal reskins installed, but I am not using the artisanal reskins circuits. Because I prefer shinies. It's as simple as that. I just prefer the shinies. I don't like the style on the artisanal ones. I mean, I understand it, but it's just too simple. And it's too easy to mistake one for another. They're too similar in how they look. It's bad enough that the circuits and the circuit boards all have too similar of names to each other. I really don't need to have them to be looking too similar to each other either. Like, on top of all that. Because that's what we get with artisanal reskins. Unless it's been updated again with, like, options for the circuits. I just don't like them. Not compared to shinies anyway. Okay, let's get into this. Get the car access to place those, and then this is gonna be a really weird station because it's gonna need 4. That looks right. That is wrong. That is right. So 1, 2, 3. Needs 4 more. Excuse me. I should have been more specific. It needs a bunch of supplies because of the stupid construction brains and logistic brains at level 1 and level 2. They all share the identical inputs with these circuit boards. And it's just because there's so many of these inputs, I'm doing them here anyway. I said last stream how much I would prefer having a 1-in, 1-out system. Or multi-in to 1-out system. But in these cases where the output is identical, or has the identical recipe, identical ingredients, that's when I would say it's okay to have something along these lines. The main thing is it's one primary output without having byproduct outputs. That's the main thing I'm trying to avoid, is byproduct outputs. Let's see, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 5, 6. Yay. Isn't this a glorious train station? I hear kittens. The kittens are very energetic today. They're 8 months old now. Alright, today's the 17th. Today is a very special day. This day in November. I don't ever give those. Thanks. For today is the day that the next Brandon Sanderson book releases. In the Stormlight Archive series. Oh boy. The problem I have with that series is that so much time passes between each volume that I completely forget everything from the previous volume. And they're really, really long as well. And of course, I have a really bad memory for names. So it's like, who is this character again? Who is this? What did they do? I don't remember what they did. / they weren't worth remembering. But yeah, that's a thing. The next Sanderson novel releasing today. Also releasing today, I think, is another volume of So I'm a Spider, So What? Light novel? Whatever the next volume number is on that, I've forgotten. 8, 9, somewhere along those lines. All the things I would like to read. So many things. The irony is I'm not actually setting any of these up right now. Okay, so supplying the ECB1. I'm also not going to worry about the number of the depots. In fact, I'm just going to give all these the same name and worry about it later. These are all going to be ECB1-ish for now. I know I'll need 4 additional ones. Or at least I need to add 2 more minimum to this. Alright, you're going to request tinned coils at ECB1. You're going to request solder coils at ECB1. You supply construction brains 1. CB1 1. Supply CB2 1. Supply LB1 1. Logistic brains, and supply logistic brains 2 1. Request electronic boards at electronic circuit boards. Request... Let's try to do this from memory. What was it again? The, blah, 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 carbon at ECB1. And then it was... what? Carbon, electronic boards, solder, tin. I have to look it up. Sad. I don't remember. Plastic. Yes, excuse me. Our plastic at electronic circuit board 1 and monosilicon. Those were the ones missing. And we are building in this space here. Get that pin back. Would have helped if I had the pin from the beginning. Okay. 1 and 1. Good values. I think I'm just going to build the infrastructure first and then worry about all the belt lines to feed it. Just do things a little bit differently today. 1. Doing the uncoiling of solder. We can do a lot of uncoiling, but it doesn't need that many. I'm okay with that. This will be this. This will be whatever input. I'll do like the internal logistics, and I'll worry about the other stuff later. Solder, and then tinned uncoiling. These go to different places, unfortunately, so I have to keep them separate. Have some power lines. And then shall I do these or these? I think I'm going to do the mono silicon next. Processing into silicon. And this will meet up with plastic, actually. Somehow. And go in there. And that'll be plastic, silicon wafers, and the tinned copper wires. That meets up with 14. Okay. $14 of those. This needs to make silicon. Silicon. Where's the silicon? Seriously, where's silicon? Silicon! Silly? Silicon. Where are you? Silicon. There you are. Metallurgy casting? Like, are you kidding me? It's under metallurgy casting? Okay, sure. Sure. Metallurgy casting. I see a slight issue here. Maybe. Maybe not. You are making that. I can do it on this other side. So it's the power. It's the power, because I'm not gonna have space to have the power on the other side. So I have to have the power here, 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 and then all there. That's these. And then it's that plus carbon. Into 8. Same deal. No, just the one on each side. Make me those. This is actually a bit on the output. Alright, there's those, and then... how do I want to do this? Do I want to combine these on the same belt? I don't think I have much choice, to be honest. That needs to go that way. That needs to go that way. This is going to hurt a lot. Wow. That throughput on an individual basis is fine. So this is 45 items per second, which means that it's greater than 20 per lane. So I can absolutely do something like this. Just like so. And then here, it's... 25. There we go. Assign all that. And that should be it. So this is going to be the circuit boards. Circuit boards with the solder coming in on this outside line, and the transistors and the basic components sharing a line on that inside lane. Now, that all the way down the line. Like, seriously. Thankfully, this feature exists, but it means that you have to actually make the blueprint. Ta-da! If you're wondering how to fix that easily. Okay, get the power in. And the circuit's out. Phew. And of course, power is awesome. I like power. Really? Really? Okay, fine. Be that way. Let's make sure that solder is on the left and the tinned coils are on the right. I'll just trim this back a bit. I have no idea what I'm actually doing here because I can totally share the belt on the coils. Coils can absolutely be shared. This is monosilicon. Can monosilicon share with plastic? No, because I need to have the plastic share with something else. Unless I filter split. I can filter split, and then this can be whatever. This is the carbon. Can the carbon can share with circuits? I've got them not even remotely close to next to each other, so blah. The electronic boards and carbon are there. The plastic and monosilicon share. That's exactly what I need. Yes, so you... those... and then an output belt. That way. Yes, the belt here. Nice. I would check these once stuff was moving. I will come back once I connect everything up to make sure everything's moving. But yes, thank you for pointing that out, Ave. Oh, that was Vicky. Sorry, that was Vicky for pointing that out. The names are green. Okay, I'm used to Twitch, where everyone has a different color on their name. Vicky's name is green, and Ave's is also green. Because, I guess, members' names are green? Yeah. Actually having to pay attention to names now. Okay. This one's too long. And then this one is these two, right? The tinned coils, solder coils. Tinned coils are here. Solder coils are here. Right next door, I've got this glorious thing. I can just paste down. Onwards and upwards. Paste there, paste there. I'm glad this actually worked out so well on the order of things that I set up. Okay, this one is electronic boards and carbon and I think I have to I think it's that actually, because yeah, this one's the plastic and silicon, or at least this is mono. Yeah, mono. Whoops, that's not monosilicon, that's monosilicon. This one's plastic. This one's the carbon. And this is the electronic boards. Circuit boards, excuse me. And that should be that. Close. 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 That was... It's close. Close. Like 1 pixel from having my car destroyed. Yep. 1 whole pixel-ish. ECB. Supply. Depot. Full cargo. Circuit condition. Auto magic. And source priority. That. And that. And that. Oh boy. It's happening. It's happening. They exist. They exist now. All the belts are doing their thing. The monosilicon is processing. The solder is going, and everything is amazing. We've got greater than 0 of the electronic circuit boards. Holla freaking Luya. It's about dang time. What the hell am I going to do for 55 more minutes? I don't know. Well, the next thing on the agenda is to set up the engine units, and then it's chemical science time. So that's the agenda. Just a pretty simple iron, steel, whatever inputs for the engine units on a factory, providing them on the network, and then a factory doing... Do I really even need to do engine units on the... Like, I mean, come on. Do I really need to do this separately if I'm doing them for my mall already, and all this other stuff is mall? It's like, do I need this? Yes, I do. Do I need to... Like, do I want to do an input of engine units? Fine. I am convinced. Engine units will be a factory. Chemical science will be a separate factory, bringing in all of its inputs and making science and providing science. Well, mall train station. You need to bring in these circuits, these electronic circuit boards. What are you? Glass? You are going... It's Shen! Sorry, Shen, but you're getting your name changed. So you are mall... blah. Yes, blah. ECB1. Bring me these things. I have watched Shenmue in the past. Mostly Europa Universalis stuff, though, not necessarily Factorio's stuff. I haven't watched him in a long time. I think partly because of just personality, attitude. Regardless, I know the name. Alright, planning. Planning. I don't really need anything of note for this. It's just stuff we've seen and done before. Belt, rail, and we're good. That's a bit much. A bit much on the belt. Grab more underground. Okay. Now that I have these electronic circuit boards, now I can make these better assembling machines. In fact, I can make the next tier of both types of assembling machine. So I will. And let's limit that to 3 as well. Am I doing steel? I know I'm doing bearings. Is it steel bearings? Yes. Yes, it is. So I have the steel bearings, I should have steel gear wheels, I've got the level 1 of the machines, and now I've got the circuits coming. So yes, all of those exist and are on their merry way to give me an assembling machine that has a crafting speed of 1.25 versus versus 0.75. Oh boy. Half a crafting speed increase. Yay, that doesn't change a lot. Ugh, that ratio is atrocious. Then we go from one on the electronics assembling machine to 2.25. So 100 and so an extra plus 1.25. Oh boy. Thank you. Thank you for the wonderful ratio changes. This changes ratios a lot. Anyway, just waiting on these guys. On the way, 100! Yes, because it takes a little while for my bots to fly from the train station to here. I think there is a distance at which the speed of the robot does come more into play. I think that there is a distance covered where the speed difference versus the amount of stuff the bot holds can play a big factor, where the faster bot can do that trekking so many more times to fully cover the difference in the cargo capacity and be faster overall. Probably a pretty big distance, though, for that to be the case. If it's ever the case. I don't know. Math. Math has to happen for that, and I don't feel like math. I don't feel like mathing. Alright. Engine units. / chemical science, which I have over here. If I want 1, I need 1. Okay. So, engine unit. I need 1. I'll make 5. Maybe not 5. Maybe not 5, but yeah, so steel needs to come in. Iron will come in as well. Well, just iron. So it's iron in, steel in, engines out. That's a standard train station that I have. I can default now to the reds, pretty sure. Really? That's the ratio. It makes 2.5 out of 21 and 2. Huh. That's good to know, actually. Because here I've got 22, and I have the gears made separately up here, but yeah, it's this. I mean, it's this. It's just, you know, ever so slightly expanded. Probably just gonna copy this. Yeah, I'm gonna copy this, but I'm gonna have to update to modern technology. More modern technology anyway. Also upgrade from this guy / this guy to that guy. There we go. And then where? Where shall we build this factory? Well, as it turns out, because I don't really need to edit this particular thing at all, I can place it down over here and feel just fine. I just have to kill a lot of trees in the process. Probably want to grab a few more termite bot ammo stacks to do this. Maybe a couple of regular Constructo bot ammos as well. Get rid of you. Excuse me. To get rid of you. And I need, of course, to get a whole bunch of these made, which it would help having the electronic circuits, which are on the way. I just want to forcefully craft a bunch. Also, more inserters. Many, many, many more inserters will be required for this. Right, how many have I made? 11. Wow. Okay, that's not too many then of those circuits that are needed. Where's that next delivery? Oh, you have the delivery. You need steel. Why, of course, the steel is an issue. Hi, here, take steel. Gib machines. Gib all the machines. All the machines. I like machines. Machines are pretty good dudes. Interesting. Interesting detail. So artisanal reskins does change the icons of the buildings and like how these buildings look a little bit. This is really hard to tell unless the thing is on a building, the icon is on a building, but this has 2 lights out of 3 lights. Do you see that? This is 2 lights out of 3 lights. The level 1 building, theoretically, yes, it has 1 light out of 3 lights, and then the level 3 will have all 3 lights on. But we don't have access to level 3 right now, but if I go to tech and go electronics, assembling, I look at this icon, 3 bright lights shining on. The problem is that they're on a diagonal, A, and they're tiny. Like, how the heck are you supposed to really be able to see that, like, notice that detail about these? The detail I notice that I see is the lines on the side, the tier indicator on the side. That's what I see. I see the color of the building itself. That's another indicator as to what level the building is. It's just, stuff, things. I have 20 of you. Oh, hey, gear wheels. Da-da-da, come on, gear wheels. In fact, come on everything. Gib stuff. Thank you for building thingies. Here, have more. Have steel from next door. I need 23, at least, of these. I have 20, so there we go. There's 40. Good. We have what I need. As long as I have the rail and the signals and the stuff and things, we're good to go. Now I can let my base accrue what it wants to accrue over time. 40 more minutes-ish left in this stream. How quick can we get through stuff? Can I get into chemical science today? That is the ultimate question. In the next 40-ish minutes, can I get chemical science moving? We are on track to do so. Unless I, like, stall a lot. I don't really see there being an issue, though. We should be able to do this. Alright, this forest must die. That's step 1. Forest must die. It is in the way. These trees have way too much health. Oh, it's a rock. Of course, my vehicle finds the one rock in the sea of trees. Apparently, the poison will kill rocks that are among the trees. That's good to know. Good to know that my vehicle's rock finder is working very, very well. Destroy the trees. I wish it would destroy them faster. Please, destroy faster. Kill the everything. This is a huge, huge forest. My goodness. Please die. This might actually go a little faster if I'm not in the car, because I can squeeze in where the car can't squeeze through tight gaps so easily. Make better use of the termite ammo. Because, you know, I need to, like, clear space to actually build this thing, right? Let's go! Destroy! Destroy! The greatest enemy of all in Factorio. There we go. That should be enough space. Some of these trees, I don't know. They're like heroes. They're hero trees. They just don't die. Like, just die already! Sheesh. Alright, start placing everything. How are those trees alive? Alright, place all this. Kill those trees. Anything marked with a deconstruction planner, by the way, will not get killed by termite bots. For some weird reason. With nanobots. It just won't get rid of stuff marked as deconstruction. Because, the construction bots give you the wood from the trees that they deconstruct. Versus the termite bots that don't. They give you nothing in return for the destruction of the trees. Car works too. Okay. Input, input. I'm not going to share a belt. Okay. Request iron plates at engine units 1. Request steel plates at engine units 1. Supply engine units 1. Depot engine units 1. As if I'll ever have more factories of this, but whatever. I don't need iron plates as iron plates, I need them as these other two things. You are going to give me iron plates. This is the factory where it's iron, not tin. Let's pay extra close attention. If I ever have steel and iron to do stuff. Ooh, good question. Normally, everything is in line. That is not the case this time. So we've got one of you, and loading, unloading, making me my gear wheels. And we'll have 2 of you making me my pipes. That will be that. This will go up. As will this. This will happen like so. And then a line of 20, which I have already here. Ta-da! Oh, right. The power poles. Okay, selective deconstruction planner. Get rid of all of those small power poles. Why? Just... like, how? Why does it kill? Don't know. What am I making? I am making chemical science, ultimately, but right now it's engine units. Engine units at the moment, followed by chemical science. I've already made my electronic circuit boards today. That was one of my main goals for the day, was to get into electronic circuit boards. I have done so, and I have produced buildings that require the electronic circuit boards in the assembling machine 3s. I'm just waiting now on a shipment of iron, and then I will have the wonderful stuff known as engine units. This is the final ingredient that I need to get into my chemical science. I will limit this to 1 stack each. Stack size is 50 if I'm not mistaken. So that should be fine. Grab that coal. Engine units 1. Excuse me. Why does it bring up all this other stuff that is in no way, shape, or form what I've typed? I need a strict search, I guess. Full cargo circuit condition, and we are good. The iron has arrived. And we have a little bit of steel. Little bit of steel. Load it in. 6.9% drop frames. Wow. 6.8% drop frames over the course of this. Again, very sorry, but my internet is just trash today. I'm thinking that my internet service provider, Cox, is throttling the entirety of my neighborhood. Yes, I know. I know it's because there's the letters of E and U in all of those stations, but it should be strictly looking for those letters directly next to each other. And I don't think that those letters are directly next to each other in any of those other train stations that it's coming up as in this search. It's treating this search as if there's wildcards between each letter, and there's not. I very specifically have not put wildcards between each of those letters, so I don't know why it wants to search like that. But yeah. Anyway, that's electric engine units. Done. So that is cleared, and that just leaves chemical science. I can completely get rid of everything else because I have all of this provided on my train network, and I should have the NaOH, the electronic circuit boards, and the sulfur, and the engine units that I now have to define. Wherever engine units exist in this. Oh boy. Engine units. There we go. What do you mean use the in-belt recording system? What do you even mean? In-built recording switch system. I am recording on the same computer that I am streaming on, and I have a very, very powerful computer, more than capable of that. Beyond more than capable of that for the moment. I would like an upgrade, but still, that's fine. I am streaming with Streamlabs OBS and recording through Streamlabs OBS as a recording software. I don't know what you mean by the term in-built recording system. And let's see here. What type of a computer? A computer I built myself. Actually, I need to put that into information. I need to like link that information again because it's not present on my page. Also, I've got this apparently showing. Great. Just noticed that that was apparently showing my bookcase next to me. Thank you, green screen. Intel i7 5960X. That's the Haswell E line, the top of the line Haswell E processor. It was over $1,000. It was over $1,000 at the time when I bought that processor. Does it qualify as a Windows? Yes, Windows 10. I built it with myself, piece by piece. I bought the components and built it. Technically. Story about my computer. In the beginning, my computer was a pre-built system from a service called iBuyPower. It was originally an iBuyPower PC, but over time, I have upgraded every single component, and not a single component remains from the original build. And I have changed the case as well, so I essentially rebuilt the whole system when I changed my computer case. Oh, Windows recording? No, I never use that. No. Windows G? Nothing happens with Windows G. The Windows key and G. There's nothing. Nothing happens. Not on my system anyway. I have Windows 10 Pro. I specifically bought Windows 10 Pro for my computer here because it has more settings available to it than the Windows Home. You're able to tweak more stuff in Pro, and you're able to do language settings as well, certain things that you can do that at the time I wanted to have access to. So, yeah. Anyway, what was I saying? I need stuff? Maybe? How many thingies? How many of these thingies? 6. I have enough. What is this? Win plus G. The game bar? Oh, no wonder. I completely uninstalled. Like, I got rid of Windows game bar BS. That is gone. I removed that. I manually removed that. Because it is trash. Complete and utter. I got rid of that a long time ago. If that's what you're referring to. Yeah, the game bar record. Yeah. Total BS trash. I removed it. I completely got rid of it. It's gone. It does not exist anymore because I got rid of it very specifically. My own intervention there. Don't go saying I don't have a complete, quote unquote, complete Windows. I have Windows and I've personalized to get rid of completely trash stuff. That's part of it as best as I can. Again, referring back to, I got Windows Pro because there are specific things that you can do in Windows Pro, like completely disable the automatic updating of Windows. Because it's bull. Manual update only. But anyway, science is over here. I need to copy this and paste down there, and then do a new thingy. Excuse me, new thingy. There. You need a couple more inputs. And that'll be that. How much stuff do I have? Enough, I think. Unloaders, loaders. Yeah, it's fine. Better be fine. It better be. Can I try a mod pack you made after done with this series? Just for reference, it's gonna be a long time before I'm done with this series. It will be 2021 by the time I'm done with this series, and I'm not joking about that. Just so that you're aware. This is going to take a while. When I do 3 streams a week at 3 hours a stream of this Space Angels Bob Space Extension playthrough, maybe I'll finish before the end of the year. I don't think I am, though. What I am going to do, though, is I am not going to be streaming next week on Thursday. Next week on Thursday. What is so special about next week on Thursday? Next week on Thursday is a holiday in the United States called Thanksgiving. It is coming up on the 26th of November. I think that's the date anyway, the 26th of November, so that day I will not be streaming at all. We had the same situation last year, last November. Thanksgiving came again. It's always on a Thursday. Always on a Thursday. I think it's the last Thursday of the month. Something along those lines. Yeah, and I didn't stream on Thanksgiving last year either. However, last year we had made plans to go to a family gathering for Thanksgiving, and it's not happening this year. 4th Thursday, yes, the final Thursday, ish. I mean, how often are there 5 Thursdays in a month? I guess occasionally, but the 4th in that case. Yeah. So that's coming up next week. Also, there is this weekend going to be some excitement because this weekend is the actually starting, I think it's Friday and Saturday, the 20th, 21st, or 21st, 22nd, something along those lines. It's the estate sale for my grandmother's house. Oh joy. Oh bliss. So supply CS1. Do I already have CS named? No. Request NaOH at CS1. So yeah, that's finally happening. The estate sale to get rid of the rest of the stuff in that house. And then closing on the house is supposed to be like right after, like the beginning of 1st of December or something like that. It's coming up. It's coming up. Request engine units at CS1. Request ECB at Chemical Science 1. And request... It's Jordy LaForge! Request sulfur at CS1. That should be that. I'm building on the left in this. Okay. Do I still have that copy? Yes, I do. Whoops, that's off by 1. There we go. So you've made a scenario where everything costs are multiplied by 20 and the research is multiplied by 50. I know you're relatively new to watching my content, but there is one general theme to my content, one little bit of information that I always harp on, and that is that as a whole, mod sets are too slow. I always complain about things being too slow, progression being too slow. So, do you really think that I would actually genuinely be interested in playing a game on settings that make the game take even longer? Probably not. Just gonna point that out, that in general, I think the game as it stands is too slow in the progression. I don't see the point in making it even slower than what it is. For me, I see the challenge in doing the logistics, the challenge of figuring out the puzzle, how things fit together, figuring out what to do to make the things, to make the science, to progress in the game. I don't want to feel like I have to sit at a tech level, try to where the only thing I can do is just make more stuff of what I can currently make until eventually I can begin to make different stuff. Like, or sit around doing nothing for a while. Just, no. It does not appeal to me. And then of course, I will not play with biters. Just full stop. Not happening. Alright, I have forgotten what tab the stuff is in. Which tab is the sodium hydroxide? Petroleum handling. Somewhere. There it is. This one is the electronic circuit board. No, this is the engine units. Excuse me. This one's the electronic circuit boards. And this one is the sulfur. There we go. Hello, Ave. Welcome back. Just in time for chemical science. Just in time for chemical science. How many? 6. 6 whole buildings. Are we ready for this? I do hope we're ready for this. Chemical science. Da. Copy, paste, paste. And power. Let's see. Going down. It's a little low. Yeah, I'm dropping frames. I know it's apparently now at 8.6%. I don't understand. I just don't at this point. I don't even. I odd. Again, apologies, but I don't have any control over that, and I've already reduced the quality of the stream. I could reduce it slightly more, but it's still going to drop frames because it's completely dropping the upload rate to 0. Basically. Okay, what's left? That. There we go, there's the circuits, and we have the science. Let's see. Locoest of locomotives. Come on, autosave. We have greater than 0 amounts of chemical science. Again, why? There you are. Full cargo and circuit condition. And eventually this will stack up to 200 units each after 400 seconds of continuous production. That's a key as well. We need a continuous production to get our 1 per second. But then we'll be done. We are basically done at this point. And then right over in this direction, I should have already set the request, but we shall see. Did I already? Yes, I did set the request. All that's left. There's always one more thing. Is to define CS. Chemical science. And it will be on this lane right here. Beautiful. The oil steam cracking 2 tech will begin to work, and it will finish the moment that I get this train moving. The moment the train moves. What am I going to do for 8 more minutes? I sorta didn't plan for this much progress. Whoops. Sorta didn't plan to do this much today. Like, I was thinking that chemical science would be next stream, let alone finishing this stream with it. Like, I was thinking I would finish the circuits by now. I ended up with close to an hour of extra time to work with. Oh, but God, that 27.5 grand of drop frames is just... Ugh. I hate it. I hate it. I hate my internet. I already did a break. Slash, I could end early, but I don't like ending early. Why would I end early? No. No, we have plans. See, the car didn't get destroyed because I was the one doing the T-boning. So it's good. Also, I need to go up. I wish this forest didn't exist. I will destroy it one of these days. This forest is on my hit list to kill at some point. Gotta kill the forest. Gotta kill the forest. In the game. All the trees need to die at some point that are in my way, because they are in my way. Well, that's done. Next on the to-do list is zinc ore sorting. Zinc ingots. Brass. Zinc plates. What do zinc plates get used for again? Like, what does zinc plate actually get used for? Silver zinc batteries. Eh. I'm on wired Ethernet, not Wi-Fi. And I've already changed my wires. It's not my wires. It's not my Wi-Fi either. I've checked these things. I've reset the modem. I've done everything I can possibly do to try to make sure that my internet is as quick and as stable as possible with each of my streams, and yet, the upload these past several weeks has been down the tubes. Completely and utterly garbage. So I'm going to need zinc. I'm going to need the concrete bricks. Slash cement. I'm going to need glass. Oh, no wonder, it's a computer. Don't speak of what you don't know, please. It's the computer compatibility. Please don't speak of what you don't know. It's doing this to all of the devices. It's like this across devices, please. The speed is the speed across every device in the house. Even after resetting the modem and redoing the, like, power cycling, all that, it just... Stop. I am a lot smarter than you seem to think that I am. And able to deal with troubleshooting a lot better than you seem to think that I am able to deal with it. So, let's see, that's all on the agenda. There's still fluorine. Once we really get into the chemical science, then it's leaching processes times 6. Also, I need aluminium stuff, the whole process for aluminium, and fluorite, or whatever the heck it's called, and what was the other chemical catalyst? It's not called a catalyst, it's catalyzer. Nickel, that's the other one. The nickel is yellow catalysts. That doesn't come in till late. The ingots help. The powder... I don't know about the powder. Whoops. I don't know about that. Nickel molten into plate. What is the plate? Ah, the antenna arrays. Cool, at level 3 and 4, so not anytime soon on that, but I guess I can add nickel to the list. Hybrid catalysts. Yeah, it's like a 30-ish second delay. What's then the production science packs? Which is next? Is it really production, or is it... Because, I mean, that's... I can do. Really? Really? I can make you now. Like, what? Like, as soon as I get the electric furnace and the tech to make production science, I can immediately make production science. What about the actual logistic science? That's the one that's added. Oh, hey, I got my tech. Cool. This is the harder one. That's brass. That's electric engine units and batteries. So, yes, batteries. Electric engine units. Robots. Yeah, robots are on the agenda. Production, science. That's just for the flying robot frames. The express filters is cobalt steel. So, cobalt steel. And then logistic science. And I think that's good to just plan out our next steps for this moment. From here, now that I have this, I have to take care of my oil setup, to take care of my residuals, the solid oil residuals. But the next item on the list that I need to pick up would be... what? Do I want the ceramic filtering? So, the cool thing about the ceramic filters is that they do take alumina to make the filters, but once you've made the filters, you have the filters forever. And the spent filters, you wash them with purified water, and you have filters again. You don't have to spend anything besides water on the ceramic filters, and the cycle times are a lot faster with them, and overall the outputs improve by using the ceramic filters. You don't have to spend coal anymore once you get into this. So that is an option. The better stuff here is an option. What about effect transmission? Nah, because then I have to go into splinters and all that BS for the moment. There was something. I guess tool belt's good to get some extra inventory space. Just some of this, like, quality of life stuff. This will unlock purple science. I can immediately get into purple science, so I think I'll do that. Slag processing 2. And I'll work out from there what else. The sulfur, I think, will come in handy. What is nitinol, and what is it used for? Oh, right, it's pipes. Right. Nitinol does pipes and a whole level of stuff. Did they change that name? Could have sworn that used to be called something else, but anyway. Advanced oil processing for robots. Right, logistic stuff, logistic robotics, that's this guy. And then it's this guy. That's what I can do there. Let's get rid of that. Let's pick up that. And then pick up that. Getting into logistic robotics is really important because it unlocks the character logistic requests stuff here. And because one of the reasons why I've been holding off on setting logistic requests and such, the plus 30 trash slots really help, but when mods update, there is a bug that completely clears your logistic requests if you don't have this tech yet. Because it does this reset tech effects command, and it sees that, oh hey, you don't have this tech, therefore you don't have logistic requests. But the game was changed to have logistic requests, so from the very beginning, so it gives you back your logistic requests, but completely cleared. I have a mod to help with that lets you export your actual logistics requests to a string, but I don't really have the bots that I want to have requests anyway right now. The bots are a little bit too slow. So between the bots being too slow to really be effective on logistic requests and having that issue to work around, I've just been waiting until I have real robots and that tech. But anyway, with that, we are now 4 past the hour. It is time to call the stream for the day today. I would like to thank you all for watching. This has been Otaku's Showboat. We got through chemical science today, huzzah! If you've enjoyed this stream somehow, despite the 9.2% drop frames, please be sure to do all of the social and engagement stuff down below the video. You can, of course, also hit that great big blue join button to become an erudite otaku and turn that blue button gray. You could also support me on Patreon at patreon.com/otakushowboat if you are so inclined and able. I could really use the support, especially going forward, just to try to get into different, better internet, whatever business internet would be required, I think, to try to stop some of this drop frame stuff. But anyway, again, thank you all for watching. I will be back this Thursday, the 19th, to continue off with more stuff. We are in a chemical science world. I will see you all then.